Hi, I'm Jean Bourne, and I am going to teach you how to access My Foundations Lab for our CSS099 class. This class is in week 6. We will be working out of My Foundations Lab for our assignments. You'll need to know how to get in there and know what to do when you do get there. So the link to My Foundations Lab is located on our course homepage. Just kind of in the middle of the page, it says My Foundations Lab. So you will click on that and it will pull up a new window or tab. Your username is your Stevens Henager username, and your password will also be your Stevens Henager password. If your password does not work, try education with all lowercase education if your normal password doesn't work. So you sign in there. In your course list, you will probably have 3 classes, I think. You'll have My Foundations Lab Math, CSS099 mod 5, mod 1.5, which is our class. I think you'll also have a basic math class, My Foundations Math Lab, and you'll also have a reading and writing class as well. So click on the mod 1.5. When you get here, you are going to go to the My Foundations Lab browser check. So before you begin, you're going to run this browser check. And what this does is it just makes sure that your computer has all the latest plugins that it needs for this. My computer does is you have the correct versions of all the plugins. If you don't, it will help you download those and get those installed. So it's pretty self-explanatory. So after you're done with that, you're going to come over to Take Pretest. You'll come over to Take a Pretest. And you will see up here, there are a whole bunch of tests you can take down here, and you're welcome to do those. But to get credit for the week 6 assignment, you'll need to come up here to the CSS099 comprehensive test. If you're not sure how to enter your answers, like if you would like to see how to do that, you can come up on how to enter your answers. I don't think it's very difficult. So you can choose to do the tutorial or not. I'm sure it's very brief. So I come over here, I am ready to start. Okay, number 1, write the digit in the thousands place and the digit in the tens place. So what I'm going to do, the thousands place is a 1. I'm going to type in a 1, and then I'll come down here to the tens and I'll type my 4. Then I say next. Choose a correct word name for the number below. 42,622. So here's 42,000 and, there are no decimals, so we don't have any ands. We have 42,000, comma, and there's a dash between there. 42,000, comma, 622 with a dash there. This is the correct answer. So we're going to choose that one. And it's just going to move you on automatically to the next question. You're going to come in and do all these. We haven't done many of these, but this is 879. This is an easy one. Sometimes it's like 4,730,000,000, and it goes on and on. And then there's a little bar here that you might have to maneuver to see the whole number. But you're just going to type in this number. And each test is different. Each one, you'll have the same topics, but it will have a different number on each test to do. Remember that you need to put commas in if you have a big number. Okay, so say I'm done. I'm going to submit. Now, I didn't answer 17 of my questions. I wouldn't recommend that. What this does, when you submit it, it's going to formulate a study plan for you. So you're going to take this test, and then it's going to see what you missed, and it's going to create a study plan. So I submitted my test. Now it showed me that I got 1, 2, and 3 right, and I missed all the rest of them. I can look at the test, or I can go to results. Look, if you'd like to look at the test and see exactly what you missed. I don't think you're going to see this week 6 review on. No, you will see that. I think I have to take that off. It'll probably be gone. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to go to your study plan. So after you take the test, it will create a study plan for you. My study plan says if it has a pencil, it means you need to work on it. It means you need to work on it. I need to work on whole numbers. I need to work on decimals and ratio, proportion, and percent, and statistics and probability. I need to work on all of those. So I'm going to start here with decimals, and it shows me all the things that I can work on in decimals. I can pick any one of these, like reading and writing decimals. I'm going to click on that one and pick one of the ones that has a pencil by it. And you really can just work these until you're going to get credit. You'll get 60 points for taking the pretest, and then you'll get 10 points, 10 additional points for working in your study plan. So we can, log on there and see how much you've worked. You don't need to stress out over working like for several hours. I think, 30 minutes is sufficient for the class. You may want to work in there for a long time. So then you come in here, let me show you how this works. List the digit that has the given place value for the number, blah, blah, blah. So the digit in the ones place is a 9. The digit in the tenths place, remember that tenths, if it has a THS, it's after the decimal, and there are no ones. So the tenths place is the 4. And then the tens place is the 3. So I'm going to check my answer. I got it right. So when you're working your study plan, it's not going to automatically bump you to the next one. If I had a hard time with that and I want to try it again, I can choose a similar exercise, or I can go on to number 2. List the digit that has a given place value for this number. So the thousandths, 1, 2, 3, is, tenths, hundred thousandths, it's the 2. The 10,000ths is going to be the 8. And the tenths, let's say I mess this up. The tenths we'll say is a 0. Whoops. If I mess it up, I can check my answer. Sorry, that's not correct. And it's going to give me a little explanation of what I need to do to fix it. If I don't know how to solve it, I can click on Help Me Solve This, where it will walk me through how to do it. I can go to, and it gives you a new problem actually when you click on that. I can go to View an Example. It will show me an example of how to do it. And some of them also have a video that you can watch where either it's a live person sometimes, or sometimes it's just a digital, like computerized video. So anyway, so spend some time working in your study plan. If you feel like you've got a handle on that, you can close that and come back and pick a different one that you'd like to work on. Now, say you exit and you want to come back and work your study plan later, you can just access that from this page, from our class homepage, which would be Work Study Plan. You'd come straight to that, and it'll take you to that study plan page. So if you have questions, you can ask your instructor, and good luck.